Um, I have to give a shout out to Carson for this one. He had asked me, "Do you have anything, any writings or videos about being in the now, living in the now?" This is a big thing among the New Age-ish spiritual folks, and honestly, it's kind of the biggest thing I think about, and I really think I should have or should bring it up more often and talk about it. Living in the now. Living in the now means embracing the moment and feeling all you can in the moment and embracing everything that happens in the moment right now as you're listening to this and every single moment that you live. And the reason why this is so important is because if you're impatient, you're not living in the now. You're thinking about the future. And something that keeps coming to mind now is the idea that the future's not real. It's so strange. It's like something that's been made up, this idea of the future, when the future is only created by little moments called now. So it's like we sit there and we think about tomorrow and the next day and the next year and 10 years down the road, and everybody's all like, plan for retirement, plan for this, plan for that. And it's like, that shit is not real. Never happened, hasn't happened. You fucking never know what's gonna happen, so why even think about that stuff? I mean, in a way, I think it's good to have an idea of, what you want in your life, but it's like we literally plan for things that are 50 years down the road. And when I think about that, it makes me giggle. It makes no sense. And, oftentimes when we're depressed, we're living in the past. And the past, in another sense, is not real. It's gone. Doesn't matter if it ever was, it's not now. So if you're in the now, you're not worried about the past. You're not worried about what happened. You're not worried about what you did. You're not worried about where you've been. You're not worried about what people did to you. You just let it go. And if you're in the now, you're not thinking about the future. Well, what if I gotta do this and I gotta do that, and well, I have to be here and I have to be married at that time and I have to have kids then and I have to be working here and da, da, da. You just be happy for the moment you're in. You know what I mean? And embrace the moment that you're currently experiencing. And right now, it'll be watching this video. Um, but think about that, when you're with your family, like be in that moment, and embrace the moment and speak to them and relate to them and love them. And same with your kids, same if you're having sex with your partner, embrace that, you know what I mean? Um, Same thing if you're, reading a good book that's like super enlightening. It's an Eckhart Tolle book or fucking some Wayne Dyer. Like embrace that moment and be okay with it. And when we're impatient, we always feel like we have to be doing something else in the moment. We oftentimes we think what I'm doing in this moment isn't important enough. Another thing that I live really strongly by is the fact that not thinking I have to do anything specific and not thinking that if I'm doing something else, it'll make me more worthy of being alive and being a human being. We always think we have to be doing things or we're like stupid. I meet a lot of people who, and I've always met people like this, but are just, they can't be at home on a Friday night. They have to come home and they get right on the telephone and they have to call somebody. Please, please let me find somebody. I just need to be with somebody else. I just need to be with somebody else. This all goes in my last video that was about how we think we love ourselves more only by the people we hang out with. Well, that's not living in the now because you're sitting there thinking you need all these other stimulants. You know what I mean? You're impatient. You think I need to get to this place. I need to be with this person or just a person in general. A lot of times we just hang out with people just because we want them there. It's kind of a using thing. And the now is super important, because we always think about, well, what if this happens, or if I get hurt, or if this person dies, or if they're not there anymore. It's like, you never know. The future is untold, and we struggle to try to create this fucking future. You're not God, you know what I mean? You're not God, and The future is going to be what it is. But you have to embrace the now and know that change is the only constant. And you have to be okay with that. It sounds like the dumbest thing ever, I understand, because a lot of bad things can happen, but you have to be okay with not knowing. You can try, sure, you can try to set up things for the future. It's not really worth it because everything changes. You could plan for 30 years down the road and da 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 this and that, but that's why it's like when everybody's talking about I'm planning for my retirement, I'm like, oh god, what's the fucking point of that? I mean, I hope I live till my retirement, but on the other hand, I'll be so brittle by then. I'll probably be 90 by the time my fucking my what this group of my age gets there. I'll probably retirement will probably be like 70. So I'll be so brittle. I'm not even fucking worried about it. Green tea is good for you. Yeah. So live in the now. Live in the now. It's very important. It's very important because you have to be okay with what's going on now. Don't think about fucking yesterday. Don't think about tomorrow. Be okay now. You don't have to be doing anything specific. You don't have to be fucking saving the world. You don't have to be pulling cats out of trees. You don't have to be fighting with people. You don't have to be. Just be. Just be okay with where you are. And don't worry about the future. That shit's fake. All there is the now. You don't think about the future. It's fucking not real. It's just made up. Just like clocks. Just we sit there and look at clocks because we think that there's something ahead of us that we have to get to. We don't have to fucking go anywhere. The now is important. Be okay with now and embrace the moment because that's all there is moment to moment to moment to moment. So be in that shit and embrace it. Don't keep looking for some, oh well, my life will be good then. I will get something then. No, fucking get that shit now and let your life be good now. I really hope that was good. Carson, thank you for the heads up. If you have another way you want me to phrase this or you want me to bring it up again, let me know. Bye, guys.